Good day, people. My name is Eduardo from Tennis Spring, the page where we show and discuss the newest tennis fashions of the most important brands. And today is a very special day because I'm going to talk to you about the New Balance Fresh Foam X Lav2. Before starting with the review, I want to thank to New Balance Tennis and Josh Wilder for sending me this shoe. To be totally honest with you, my experience on court was very satisfying. So let's get into it. These shoes are used by very talented players like former number 3 of the world and Wimbledon finalist Milo Raonic, and also by Daniel Collins, who reached the semi-finals of the Australian Open in 2019. These shoes are designed for players who are looking for a more responsive, cushioned and supportive shoe for their foot movements. I'm going to get closer to the camera to explain you the parts of the shoe so you can appreciate them. On the upper, we can see that New Balance reconstructed this zone with Fit Wave. The Fit Wave is adapted from the running category to make this shoe lighter than the past one. Something I like about the upper are those details of points and lines. They seem like they were painted by a tribe or something like that. Looks really cool. We also have the protection around the shoe, so you can slide without problems and without hurting yourself. Behind we have a heel counter with the MB logo and the fresh foam. That is the technology on this shoe. We also have a cushioned tongue to give you a more fitted feel. Here we have the sole with a really nice design of waves. Something I liked about the sole is this flashed NB logo, looks amazing. And also this sole has a guarantee of 6 months of durability. And finally, I'm going to talk about the fresh foam. This shoe has the latest update of the fresh foam called Fresh Foam X. It gives you a super blend of cushioning and responsiveness underfoot, so you don't hurt yourself every time you step on court. It feels really soft. And in general terms, this shoe is more responsive, more stable, more cushioned, is easier to put on and to put off than the first laps. Something I really like about the shoe is the design, because they look big and rude, and in my opinion, when you are playing against your opponent, he will be intimidated because he's going to think that you are going to run and fight for every ball with these shoes, so that will give you a point in favor. You may think that these shoes are heavy. Yes, they look heavy, but believe me, these ones are one of the lightest I ever tried. Just to give you a reference, these ones are lighter than the Nike Zoom Cage 4 and the Nike Zoom Turbo GP. The weight of this shoe is 13.8 ounces, and believe me, you won't feel that weight. This shoe is very good balanced. Another thing I like about the shoe is the color. I won't lie to you, when I was playing with them on court for the first time, many people asked me where I bought them, because this orange is so bright, so eye-catching. I'm sure you will look very good on court with this particular color. Now, Talking about my experience on court, as I mentioned in the beginning, it was very satisfactory because I was able to move and sprint very fast on court without hurting my foot, thanks to the cushioning of the Fresh Foam X. Also, the sole helped me to brake on time because this weight design gives you a really nice traction, so I was able to brake and reposition again without problems and very quick. Another thing was that when I was serving, this shoe helped me to impulse at the time you are jumping to hit the ball, to impulse without putting too much effort and reaching a really good height. This shoe is almost a running shoe. It feels very light, and that's because, as I mentioned, we have the Fresh Foam X and the Fit Wave adapted from the running category. Now, about the size of the shoe, in my case I am 9.5 in most tennis shoes on the US, so I received the same size and they fit really good on my foot. In my opinion, these shoes have a normal fit. They don't feel wider or narrow in the front, so you choose to order the size you normally use. I think you won't have any problem. But if you have a very wide foot, New Balance gives you the option to order the wider version of the size you want, so you don't have any problems. Another thing that called my attention with these shoes is that, for example, when you buy a new shoe, you have to use them many times to mold them and feel them comfortable. With these ones, I won't lie to you, the first time I used them, it was like they were already molded. They adapted very quickly to my foot, and in the first time I was ready to play with them. You know, it was incredible. This shoe is very comfortable. And now, finally, to conclude this video, I want to congratulate New Balance for making an amazing shoe. I think this shoe has everything to compete with the top brands. New Balance has done everything correctly with these ones. So if you are looking for a very stable, comfortable, light and secure shoe for your foot, I invite you to try the New Balance Fresh Foam X. I'm sure you won't regret and you will have a very good experience on court. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please give me a like if this review was useful for you. Share it with your friends so they can stay tuned with the latest news about tennis outfits. Please tell me in the comments, what do you think about these shoes? Would you buy them? Wouldn't you? And see you in the court.